Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Planet Crafter, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our complete beginner's guide, and let's see where we're at. We got inventories full of stuff. And, well, we just made got a blueprint for an indoor ladder, which allows us to build two-story homes, which is awesome. And, you know, I got a good comment from a buddy of mine that our starter base, which is down there by the pod, it's a logical place to begin the game because it's right by the escape pod. But this whole area down here, where that pod is going to become unsuitable at some point. So you do want to make sure you're built out from that eventually, but you don't, because you can get all of your resources back, you can do that whenever you like. But I thought about it, and this little location we've got here is a fine location for us to begin making a base that is bigger, that we put more investment into. It's not necessarily going to be our final base because we might want to move everything, but it's got the makings. So let's just expand this up a bit, and let me say, if I want to make some more rooms, I'm going to take iron, and let's make this base bigger. So I'm going to build a living compartment, but we need titanium. Alright, well, titanium it is. Now, another thing I want to show you, here's titanium over here, and why this is a cool location for a base. It is kind of on the edge, like you're way up high and you're not close to everything, but there is a cave over here. Now, this cave is blocked, but as you see when you mouse over it, it starts melting when you get to 100 NK heat. So once we make enough heat, this ice will actually melt and we can get into this cave. So it's a convenient location for a base because it will not become inaccessible later. And you've got that cave right there. So I think it'll be a reasonable place for us to kind of build up and start talking about more elements of the game. So I'm going to build a living compartment here. And we can't build one there because it looks like it's clipping. So we'll just build like this. And I'm going to open this up, take out the golden seed, and deconstruct this, and build this again. But, you know, we can just build it back here. And throw in the golden seed. There we go. Okay. So we need water, but, you know, I usually have a lot of water in here. There we go. And some food. I'll eat it. Okay. So what do we want to do? Well, we probably want to keep making more and more heaters and make more veggie tubes. So for veggie tubes, we just need ice. So let's go ahead and get some ice. Now, I'm doing some stuff here to just help you understand the game, but what I really emphasize to you is do whatever you want. You know, we're slowly building our terraformation index, but we can raise this higher by building more structures, getting more heat, more pressure, more oxygen. However, if instead what you'd rather do right now, instead of building up your base, if you want, just go around and explore. Look around, see what's out there. You could totally just do that instead and have fun making that happen. Remember, you want to explore up, down, left, right, all around the map to discover any kinds of hidden chests or whatever. Now, down there you could see our base, so we can easily get to it if we need. I'm just going to go ahead and keep gathering basic resources. Yeah, we got plenty of space. Now, I was trying to find ice. I'm not finding as much as I would care for, but that's okay. In the meantime, I'm going to make our base a little bit bigger. I'm just going to kind of snap that there. And build that there. And we need some titanium. And we're running out of oxygen. No problem. But look how cool our base is as we make it more and more spacious. Alright. And we do have now enough ice to make a veggie tube, so I'm just going to stick these over here. I like to just group things together so I can just kind of eyeball how many I have of each. And remember, we want to put in the best seed that we've got for oxygen. That's 150, but do we have better than that? That's for grass, and we have a 200. Alright, so let's just do the best first, which is a 200. And now you can see we're making more and more O2 here. Wonderful. And they want us to craft the progress screen, which we can't craft at the moment, but we could certainly craft the energy level screen up here so that we could see how we're doing on power and production there, okay. And the terraformation screen would be nice. Iron and cobalt, sure. Let's go. There's some ice over here, might as well get it. So sometimes, you know, I just kind of vacillate. I just bounce around doing whatever feels fun at the time. So I haven't really expanded my base and used all the resources that we found on the ship. So I might start doing that. And then go out and explore. You won't be able to progress forever if you don't explore. You're just going to run out. You're going to run into a wall of progress. And when you go out and you find chests and you find new technologies and things, you really, really get tremendous boosts. And you find things like aluminum and super alloy early game that you aren't getting otherwise. Or iridium, uranium. Alright. And I'm going to go back. Now again, if this looks weird to you to have the base look like this, you can simply just build underneath a foundation if you want. You need to try to make this like somewhat reasonable. Okay, that's the worst placement I think anyone's ever done. Let me get some oxygen. That's funny. Oh boy. Sometimes my depth perception in these pseudo 3D games, I mean, I say pseudo because it's 3D, but it's on a two-dimensional screen. Sometimes it just doesn't do me any favors. I want to put it, like, right below this. But am I right below it? I don't know. How's that look? Alright, it's not lined up perfectly, but it looks at least like it's holding it up. Alright. And let's make another veggie tube over here. But we also have to start considering power. So I'm going to make a solar panel. Ah, we finally got the progress screen unlocked. So let's go ahead and we need iron and silicon for those. Okay, no problem. I think I have the seed on me. I do. I'm just going to shoot this over here. And now we're getting way more O2. You know what I might do is run down and just start gathering up some of my resources from the first base and bring them up here. You know, I was going to actually take them down, but I have so many that it's actually easier just to move backward. Ah, O2 tank 3. How awesome is that? Alright, so I'm going to run back to the starter base and see how many things I can pick up. Okay, well, apparently we didn't fill this up, so that's funny. Now there's no point in going to the starter base because my inventory is full. But that's how many chests there are. That's how many things to explore, especially in this beginning basin. They give you a lot of supplies because they need to give you food and stuff like that. We can't produce our own food yet. So the play loop is gather resources, craft what you can, unlock new blueprints, explore, craft, blueprints, gather, explore, and terraform this planet. No, those aren't touching, but it's good enough for me for now. Okay, so let's see. I want to make the terraformation screen, so let's do it. So this is nice just for us to be able to look at as we come in. Let's get a heads up. I don't like the angle of that. Here, let me try it again. Interesting. That's better. Okay. Good. And then the progress screen is, it can go right here and be fine. This one is more just really cut and dry. So we're on the barren stage, and it shows you that we're 6% of the way to getting a blue sky, which is the only goal left in the upper left. So that's what we're building toward. Now, if we want to make this better oxygen tank, we just need aluminum, which we actually have right here. So I'm going to make it right now. We're at 200. Now we're at 280, just like that. We've already made the tier 2 boots, right? And do we have a better backpack? We do have a tier 3 backpack. Okay, great. So we need 2 aluminum and a silicon. I don't think I have any silicon here. I don't. That's no problem. Actually, you know what? I'm caught between two things. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to deposit all my stuff in here. I'm not sorting anything at the moment. I will soon. I need water. Okay, almost out. Alright. I'm going to run back now with an empty inventory. Try to gather some stuff. So, I want to bring some more supplies up. We do need to get ice. You see there's like a storm blowing in. Occasionally, there will be meteor showers in the game. And at first I was terrified of them, but they really aren't that big of a deal. They don't often hit you, and even if they do, they don't do a ton of damage. And even if you somehow did die, the death penalty is pretty minimal. Okay. So let me go in here. And let's see. So there's a veggie tube. Alright, what supplies do we want? There's a lot of good stuff here. Eat some food. I'll take water. Okay. I'm going to just take as many of these supplies as I can. That's fine. Aluminum. I'm going to sort. Magnesium. Cobalt. Cool. Everything else could stay here. Remember, we can always come and get this whenever we want. And I'm going to show you, and we'll explore this way anyway as we go. Let's take the other path up. I've always been going over to the left, but let's go around counterclockwise over here to the right to get back to our new base. So we need to climb up this ridge, and sometimes it looks hard, but if you just push the spacebar to kind of jump as you're making this, you will eventually be able to get up this cliff. And we made it. Alright. Oh boy. And let's see here. We're fine. Okay. So I want to make the better backpack with one more piece of aluminum. Absolutely, sure. Alright. There we go. And now we got yet another row. Okay. So from this machine, we've crafted everything that we can. We can't fit anything else on our exoskeleton, so we're good. Now let's look at what else we might want to make. We unlocked a better drill, the tier 2 drill, to make more pressure. We also unlocked a better heater. And we want to use that for sure. In general, in this game, and you'll notice, look at the difference between tier 1 and tier 2 drill. It costs 1 titanium and 1 iron for the tier 1, and it gives you 0.2 pressure per second. The tier 2 gives you 1.5 and it gives you heat just for 1 more titanium. It costs way more energy, but it just is so much more productive that honestly, what I do most of the time is deconstruct tier 1 stuff and then just build the more superior tier 2 stuff. It does take more energy, but the output is insane. It's a huge difference. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and build the tier 2 drill. Get some of these down here. There's one. And all I need for that is iron, right? Well, this is a tier 1 drill. So I'll just break that and build another one. But immediately you see power low. Alright. So, I'm going to actually deconstruct this wind turbine and use the iron to build a solar panel. Even though it's nighttime, the solar panel is giving you power all the time. You don't have to worry about batteries or anything like that. Alright, and let's see. Let's start sorting this stuff up. Getting our stuff organized a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to call this seeds. And I'm going to just pick up all of the seeds that I've got. Put them in here. Anything that's not seeds can come out. Great. Now this better heater we can make with silicon and iron. So pretty easy. We can make this food. Take the food out. Put it in there. Take this stuff out. Okay. And we'll need to make some better storage. Now soon we'll get even better storage options, but this is what we have. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just put the random stuff in here for now. And this, by the way, if you want to put this down, you can just go to your inventory and right click on this rocket thing and just kind of put it down, you know, as a decoration. There you go. Alright, so we're looking really good, and I want to make... we got a bunch of heaters, but we need to start getting some more storage in here. So I can do that over here as I expand a little bit, just kind of tidying up somewhat. So I like to sort things completely by type, but unfortunately, I'm going to put these fabric in here. I don't have the luxury because I don't have enough containers, and these containers are actually pretty small, but we can do okay for now by just having something like metal, you know, and putting them in here. Now, I have an iridium rod, which will allow us to make... we can make a better solar panel, actually, right away. We can make tier 2 heater, which is good. And we can make more veggie tubes. Get those going. Aha! And we just got the food grower blueprint. So let's go back here again. And the food grower, we definitely want to make this will allow us to, well, as it says, grow food. And we grow food from these seed packets right here. So let's continue just creating more and more pressure, oxygen, and heat, and even some food. So let me go into my metal container, and I'm just going to dump in basically everything that I can that will fit. And let's go on a iron rampage here, collecting as much iron as we can. Well, nothing wrong with silicon. Okay. So this is a meteor shower. You can hear them, and you can see them coming in. Pretty awesome sight. Except when they're coming right at you. And then it's less awesome. Now, I normally stay inside for these, but, you know, the idea of getting hit by one is pretty funny. I will also say, though, that these are helpful. These asteroids, meteors, as they hit, they leave behind more minerals. So they're kind of like repopulating this space. Okay. Sometimes things are out of bounds and you can't target them. And that's fine. I'm looking at my oxygen. Looking at my backpack. It's fine. Alright. I'll go ahead and... Oh, I found some aluminum over here from this meteor shower. That's cool. And, alright, time to get back home. I'm going to go ahead and look at this. Buried in the rubble. I'm going to get some O2 right here. And run back. Now we have, I'll sort, plenty of iron. Now, you see how the meteors gave us a bit of... Actually, let me show you something over here. You see how the meteors gave us a bit of aluminum. I will tell you that, at least in my experience later in the game, meteors that come down, they spawn stuff, but if you log out what they have spawned will disappear. Some stuff stays, and some stuff goes. So you want to be really mindful of the fact that that's a possibility. Now, I want to go over here. I'm not sure if we can get to it, but I just want to check something out over here. Here it is. Right here. Look at this. Another golden chest. So if you could see if this is north, we'll just pretend it is. Or if you want to say whatever, if you're from the starting area and you're facing the shipwreck and you move to the left, you will find this container right here. And we're going to need to come back and get it after we've emptied out our inventory. It's full. This is important in many ways, but we're going to get some super alloy just from deconstructing it, as well as aluminum. And although right now those aren't hugely important, you'll see how vital those things become. But I don't want to lose any of... I don't want to just drop this iron on the ground. I actually need a lot of iron right now. So I am going to go put some of this in our base. And I'll create another storage container right here. And this is fine. We're going to go ahead and just dump all of our iron in here. And this is full. So what can we do? I'm actually going to take all this out. Do I have any ice over here? I do. Alright, so I do need ice for veggie tubes. So let me go ahead and take some iron out. And what else do I need for VeggieTube 2? It's magnesium. All right. I think I actually need a piece of silicon that I don't have. But anyway. Drop another one back there. Yeah. I do. That's fine. And the ice, I'll put back here. It's fine. We'll make another storage container. You need a lot. So I'd just rather not lose anything. Here we go. Perfect. And, let's see. Okay. This is just random until I get things sorted. All right, I'm immediately going to run out and get the gold chest and come right back. You can actually kind of see it right there, I think. Shining. All right. Living glass. So you can use that. Oh, and we can make the communication antenna. We definitely want to make that. And the transmission screen, which goes with the communication antenna. So the communication antenna will give us messages, and it provides some story for us as well as some useful tips. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Where is the starter? Yeah, I missed it. I went too far. But I will point out, this is a passageway to another biome. So the game has kind of got different biomes with different resources and things. We'll check that out in a minute. But I went way too far past the hab. That's kind of funny. All right, well. Shame on me. The double bed. Absolutely vital. Alright. But it shows you how quickly we are accumulating TI. Alright, let me get some O2, then go get the gold chest. I want to put the golden seed in the new veggie tube that we made. Alright. Remember, you can slot everything out, too. So, like, if you find a better place for the golden seed, you can just take it out of your veggie tube and move it to that place. Alright, here we go. So, I'm going to just click take everything, and we're going to make sure to deconstruct this. There we go. Now, you know, our base is kind of far away from some things, but feel free to relocate, make your base wherever you like. Just make it a little higher up than this starter basin. I don't want to deconstruct. I'm going to keep running. How much space do I have? Oh, I have a good amount. Okay. I'm going to gather some stuff as I move here. Getting a good amount of aluminum from that meteor shower. Great. Yeah, pick up as much aluminum here as you can. If you're, I mean, if you can find it and if it came from your meteor shower. Okay. Wonderful. So now I'm just going to run right over here and I'm going to pop in the golden seed. And you can see we're getting a nice bump of oxygen. And if I want to go ahead and make the antenna, I can. I'll just throw it, you know, right there. That's fine. And oh my god, we have no power. So 2 cobalt makes a solar panel too. Let me get some from our metal chest. I'm going to make a solar panel 2. I'll just put it right over here. Now, the solar panel 2, you'll note, produces 19.5 energy per second. So it's a big bump from the 6.5, and it does take aluminum. So be mindful, but it's great. And now, if I look at power, we have a bit of a surplus. We want to make this screen, and we can get that pretty reasonably. So let's make a desk. We need some iron for that, sure. So I'm going to make a desk right here. And we'll just kind of put this transmission screen here. Oh, magnesium, right. Good. And you'll see that we get this message here from Sentinel Corp. And in this message, we learned that we were a prisoner who was chosen to commute their sentence by being put on this planet and given the tools to terraform it. In a, I'll let you read that more fully on your own, or you can pause the screen there and look at it. But basically, they lay down the rules, which is don't try to contact them, and they won't send more supply drops if we aren't making progress. We don't get to own anything, and they will actually commute our sentence if we do, in fact, make, terraform the planet. So that's kind of like the goal that they're pushing us toward. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the super alloy all in one container, as well as this stuff. So that's my high end. We did get, looks like, another rocket, and I'll put it, right there. Really nice. Okay. So I want to throw together at least another heater Mark II, or Tier 2. So 2 iridium and a silicon for that. Do I have any silicon handy? I don't. Well, we have iridium. That's something. But the other concern, actually, is... that's magnesium. Power. So we're going to need more and more power, too. I keep thinking it's silicon, but it's just magnesium on its side. It's sad. That is a lot of magnesium. Well, I'll take iron. Well, do I want to break my legs? Here, I'll show you. Look at my health. Oh. We weren't hurt at all. And to be honest, the game is pretty generous with how far you can drop without hurting yourself, but you can hurt yourself, so do not think you're invincible when dropping off the side. I'm turning on my flashlight. There we go. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Let's get some air. Two cobalt. Inventory full. How about that? I'm going to actually drop it, pick it up, and make a solar panel Mark II right there. Remember, you can make them wherever you want. And the wonderful thing is, they will power you wherever they are. So a lot of titanium. All right. Okay, so... Oh, that's... Wrong one. There we go. Let's make a big heater right back here. Now this heater will make way more heat, but you can see it takes more energy. And it generates... This generates 0.3 for 1 energy. This generates 4.5 for 3.5. So what that means is I'm going to break all of these and make bigger ones. You can't just make them 1 for 1 because you need aluminum, but we got some aluminum, so we can afford to do this and just really upgrade our heating situation. We also need some titanium, but we have that. All right, let me go ahead and make another one. Titanium and aluminum, sure. Oh, and we actually need another iridium, which we have, but this will run us out of iridium. And it puts us at a great point. Oh, we can make a beacon, which is useful. And look at this, we're already 20% up towards a blue sky. And if we look at progress, we are cooking. Raising everything up. And now it's time to work on this bottleneck that we're at right now, which is, well, I can't make any more heaters until I get more iridium. I've used all except for this rod. So we need to actually go out and find iridium, and we will do that next time. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun, and I hope you're enjoying Planet Crafter. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.